Hello everyone, Elena here from Knitting Confessions. Today I'm going to show you how to do a back ladder jacquard. It's a great way for picking up floats when you have a really long period of single color stockinette within your colorwork knitting. As you can see, you really can't tell at all that any floats have been picked up. And on the inside, it just makes this really nice ladder here that you can see marching up of your floats. It's really simple. So I like to use this when I have a pattern like this one that, as you can see, has really big sections. And I use this a lot in cowls, but you can also use it in anything. For cowls, because the floats are usually on the inside and they're not going to snag on anything, I like to do between 7 to 10 stitches in between the ladder. If I was going to do a sweater, I would do it much closer, about every 5 stitches. I like to draw little lines so that it reminds me where, what stitches in between I'm going to be doing the ladder. So that's what these lines are. So I've already started using this method in my cowl, and I'll just kind of show you. I'm right at the point, oops, dropped a stitch. I'm right at the point where I'm going to place my next ladder. So for this one, I've done them every 7 stitches. So this stitch right here is my backward jacquard, and as you can see, it's the beginning. It makes a nice little knit stitch. So what you do is it's in between stitches. So it's really important that you bring your non-working yarn, so the yarn that you are primarily doing your stockinette in, the big chunk, in front. That's really important. I'll show you why in a second. And then all you do for your first round is this bar right here in the middle. You're going to pick up with your left hand needle from front to back, so it's almost like you've done a yarn over. Now with the yarn that you're doing your floats in, which for me is this brown color right here, it's a little tricky at first, but you're just going to purl through the back loop, like so. And then you bring your working yarn, so for me this peach color yarn, in front, and you just continue on your merry way. Now, if you had not brought your yarn in front, what happens is, I'll show you, so I'll go back. So let's say this yarn was behind your jacquard ladder and you continued knitting. What happens then, it's a little hard to tell because it's the first row, but see this little blip here? So then you would see your ladder marching up. And that's not what we want. So just remember, you always want the non-working yarn, the yarn you're not doing the jacquard in front of your work. And then you just bring it back. So it's always in front of the ladder. And then you just keep going on your merry way. And as you continue marching up, as you can see here, it just makes this lovely little ladder. So every time you come to a jacquard stitch, you simply purl it through the back loop. And when you go to finish at the very end, so let's say I had finished, you simply you simply knit these 2 stitches together at the end, and it finishes it off nice and beautifully, and that's all there is to it. It's really, really simple. I hope you guys found that this video tutorial was helpful.